seems to be a bit better. Let's flip it round. Ta-da! Hopefully that's better. Give me a second to just set it up. Let me know if you can see it in chat. And if that's any better. Give me a second to just get into chat as well. Right, that is on. Is this the right one? Let's have a look. Right, I'm on somebody else's channel at the minute, so I need to come off that and go on to mine. Hopefully I'll be able to see this live. Here we go. So if I go in here, yay! That looks better to me. Does it look better to you guys? Much better, I think. Great to have everybody here as well. I seem to be experiencing deja vu as well, but welcome back, guys. So, the question is, here, do we do a bloom or do we do something different? That is the question. Let me know. I have got my mic. Oh, thanks for that, Michelle. Appreciate you. Can you not hear the mic? Let me know in comments. Can you hear this? I need to know that you're hearing me. Hello? Can you hear me out there? Thank you, Michelle, as well. I really appreciate that. Oh, yes, Diane can hear. Something different from Sandy. I'm very, very quiet. I don't know why. Let me, I shouldn't be because I've got my microphone on. Have you tried turning your volume up, Lula? That's the question. The microphone's on full. So, I don't know. Angelina can hear me as well. Oh, no. Do you know what? You're right. I haven't plugged the transmitter in. Hang on. Hang on. I was far away from the mic. What about... Hang on. Is this any better? Hey. Sorry, I didn't plug the transmitter into the phone. There we go. Better. So, bloom or something different. I've got a few mystery molds next to me as well that I haven't done yet. I've also got a fish mold that I haven't tried yet, a goldfish mold, which we could do. I don't know. There's loads of things we can do. That's the beauty of resin. Now, I've got some big projects that I want to do, but they're going to take forever. And I don't think you want to stay on alive with me for 4 or 5 hours. I've got some sea creatures as well that I've not done yet, which are like urchins and lots of different things. Do a bloom, why not? Do a bloom and something different. The possibilities are endless. Okay. Do you know what? Just because I haven't seen what this dragon head looks like, we're going to do that as well at the same time, all right? So we're going to do a bloom in this one. And I've never used this dragon head before, so we're going to do this dragon head as well, you know? And I can't see where the eyes are on this to put eyes in. But we're going to just do some tiny turners on this guy, I think. And then we're going to do a bloom as well, because I love blooms, as we all know. So don't forget, get gloved up. Woo! Got to get those black gloves on. And yeah, so this dragon head as well, I don't think it's going to take a lot of resin. It looks about 6 ounces to me. I could be wrong. Don't know. But obviously for the bloom, we need it to get to temperature. But I am going to use a fast cure resin. So that won't take long at all. But what I want to do is, I suppose, first of all, I need to look at this dragon head, I think. So all I'm going to do with that, I want it to be really simple. And I think I'm going to go with 2 different colours of tiny turners, you know? So, let's have a look. I've got a selection of tiny turners. You guys can pick the colour if you want. That might be fun. What do you think? It does look matte, but I can always shine it up after. Although I do love, if you didn't see it, the last time I did a dragon head was a different dragon head mould, which I think is slightly bigger. And I used tiny turners with that, which was a matte mould, but I loved it. Look at this. Beautiful. That is matte as well, but look at that. I have got the new tiny turners. So we could use those if you want. Now they're holographic. So let me get those new ones, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll get onto the bloom after. 5 and 6. So these are the new holographic tiny turners. You know, so we've got this one here, which is holographic indigo green flick. We have got purple magenta. Look at that. Then we've got, and I'm missing the chat, guys, so turquoise and pink. I can see it on the side, so that's good. We've got rose gold and green. Poison's not a new one. So I'm missing one at the minute. We've got copper and gold as well, which looks stunning. So which one? There we go. So it's the green mauve that we were missing. Yeah, the chat is slightly coming up on the screen, so I can just about see some of it. I can't read it behind me. We've gone turquoise there. What, a turquoise dragon? Interesting. Or do you mean turquoise for the bloom? Let me know. I can do turquoise in a bloom. I've done that before. That turned out amazing. I'm just going to clean that out. Make sure we've got nothing in there. Oh, in the dragon. Yeah, in both. Oh, turquoise and gold. Oh, I like that. Now, okay. I haven't got a turquoise powder for this. And it doesn't all have to be covered in powder, I suppose. We could still have a turquoisey one and just try and get some of those details highlighted with the powders. What do you think? Turquoise dragon with blue lowlights. God, you guys, you keep pushing me on these lives, don't you? And it's all going to go wrong, and then you're going to blame me. Okay. Well, I've got a beautiful turquoise, which is Kingfisher. And that is absolutely beautiful from Create and Bloom. So that's one of the colours. Now, do you just want me to... The other thing we could do here, which I think would be quite an interesting look, especially since it's the first time I've done this. Let's forget the tiny turners for now. If you guys are going along with this. And let's just mix up enough resin for a bloom. And then we can put some white and turquoise mixed into this head in different ways and see what this comes out like if we just did that without the tiny turners. What do you think? Let me know. Because then I could use the same turquoise and the same white in a bloom and in this dragon. If that sounds like fun. Let me know. Sounds good. Okay, we've got a sounds good from Lula. So, I know I'm going to need 5 ounces for this mould. So, it's my own little crystal edge mould. I love it. And I'm guessing this is going to be about another 4. So, I think I need 9 ounces altogether. So, I just want to get my area ready, because when you use Fast Cure, which we're going to do for this project, guess what? It cures fast and you need to be ready. So I'm just going to get a couple of piping bags, because I am going to pipe the balloon, because that's how they come out best. Now, when you get these piping bags, they're too big, guys. Look, huge. So you need to cut them down. And where's my scissors? It's just because we've just done a deboxing of that giant fan. Hi, McFufu. Nice to have you back. So all you do is cut off the ends, and then you should have perfectly sized piping bags. And make sure you clean the resin off your scissors at the end. Otherwise, you won't be able to use them again. So I just want to get ready, because literally once I start mixing this resin, within 5 minutes, it's going to be ready to go, guys. And that is the amazing thing. We're not going to be waiting around for half an hour or 20 minutes. It's literally going to be probably 5 minutes tops. So, and I'm missing all the chat, you know, but I can come back to the chat in a minute when I turn around while we are hopefully waiting for the resin. So here we go. Got the second one over one of these silicone pots. I just find it easier to pour in. Do we want a centre for this bloom, or are we going to do it au natural, guys? You're welcome, Louise. It's all about the channel. It's all about us all growing together and hopefully learning together. So you asked for it. I haven't got anything better to do, so I thought, why not? Let's do it. Okay, no from Mac. No. What, my fuzzy feet? You want to see my fuzzy feet? They're still there, guys, but they're in sliders now. Look. So that way I'm not going to get any more resin in my feet. There you go. You've had the fuzzy feet as well. Okay, right, so these are ready. Now I need 2 of my paper cups, which is what I use to mix them with. Au natural. Okay, we don't want any bits in the middle. Not even glitter, guys. You don't want even a bit of glitter in there. They don't all work out, Lisa, but let's hope this one does with us doing it live. No pressure, like, you know. I don't have an OnlyFans account. Okay, no glitter. All right, that's fine. Can I put some glitter in the dragon? Glitter is life, remember. Just a teensy wincy bit. A little bit. Not in the bloom, but some in the dragon. You going to give me that or not? Maybe. Yes, gold glitter. I've got gold glitter. Yes, in the dragon. Okay, but not in the bloom. Sorted. Right, so... You guys. Right, so I need to mix, what did I say, about 10 ounces, I think. 5 for the bloom. Okay, let's get 10 ounces done. And I'm going to get, I don't know if I've got enough in these 2 bottles, actually, so I'm going to get one of my bigger ones. We've got a few saying glitter now. We're going to have some glitter in it in one way or another, guys. I hated glitter at the start of my journey, and now I am a glitter convert. You know, I love it. Now, I'm going to use the 2.5 hour fast cure because I don't want to wait. And I'm going to have to get a new box out that I've not opened. And if ever you order from Apex, guys, comes in really good packaging, these boxes, you know, and it's great stuff. And I love the size of these containers. They're just right for me. And don't forget, if you've not ordered any resins from Apex before, use my discount code CCUK and you'll get some money off. So there we go. There you go. We're getting an unboxing video here. Ta-da! That's what it comes like. In beautiful bags. Hi Petra, nice to have you with us. And I wasn't doing this live, but the guys in the chat on the giveaway live said, why don't you do a creation live? So that's what we're doing. So I'm getting some of this fast cure resin out. This is what it comes out like, guys. Beautiful stuff. Look at that. Stunning. Now, it does cure fast, believe it or not, because it's a fast cure. Surprise, surprise. So what you've also got to remember, though, if you're doing things like blooms, you only get normally 20-minute working time with this. So you've got to do it pretty quick. It's my go-to as well. Right, here we go. In fact, does anybody know what 10 ounces of resin is in millilitres? Because it might save me using 2 cups and I can just use one of my medium ones. Anybody? 10 ounces. I think it's about 400 off the top of my head. Anybody? What's 10 fluid ounces of resin in millilitres? Anybody know? 296, 283, so about 300 ml. Okay, I'll do it in one of these then, a medium-sized cup, you know? Get the full selection of cups. It gives you a bit more variety. Right. So we're going to have a turquoise. Do you want any other colours in this bloom, guys? I forgot to ask. Or are we just going to go turquoise and white and see what happens? Anybody? I think it'd be quite an interesting bloom if we just do turquoise and white. Gold, okay. Turquoise, white and gold. So I need to get another cup ready for the gold. We're going with about 300 ml then. Here we go, okay. Let me just get another piping bag for that gold as well. And then we're going to go with turquoise, white and gold. Interesting. And just to mix it up a bit, I'm going to use a gold mica, I think, rather than just all pigment paste in this. So there we go. We've got another cup there ready for the gold. I just need one more piping bag and then we're good to go. Right. You guys always add the pressure as well. 3 colours in this bloom now. I hope this works. They don't always, you know. So if it doesn't work, I will apologise. And I'll be honest, the last 2 I've done haven't worked to the way that I wanted, you know. So they don't always work, guys. You've just got to keep persisting and having fun with it. And the main thing is, with this, you've picked the colours, so it's going to be fun. And if it doesn't work, I can blame you. So it's not my fault anymore. So there we go. We've got another one lined up, ready for that. Whew. Oh, is Lou with us as well? I need to get her glow-in-the-dark pigments. I meant to go on the website on Friday to get them, and I forgot. So remind me at the end of this live to get on there and get them. So we're going to go with just over 300 ml, I think. I'm going to go for 350 because any spare can go into a drip mould. So I'm just getting my resin ready now. So 350 is 175 of each. So we're going to go in with the hardener first. We're going to get 175 ml. Whoops, perfect. And then we're going to go. You're not having them first, Lula. I'm ordering them first. Oh dear. And then we're going to mix up the resin as well. So another 175. That should take us up to 350. Beautiful. Perfect. So I've gone about 50 ml over. And that's because whenever you're mixing, you're always going to lose some in these mixing cups. But that's okay. So, and this is a really impromptu live. So thank you everybody for tuning in as well. I really appreciate it. Not even using my mixing machine here. I'm doing it by hand. Woo! Rebel. So whenever you use a fast cure, one thing you need to remember, mix it a little bit slower than you normally would, so you're not introducing more bubbles. But if you get a quality one like this one from Apex, it will degas, the bubbles will go, and you've got nothing to really worry about. But you still need to mix it around, scrape your sides and scrape your bottom when you're doing it, so that you can make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And it just takes a few minutes, guys. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. As you can see, I'm just mixing it around live. Not that entertaining for you guys, so apologies for that. Wow, we are getting a few in chat. We've got 31 in, so thank you for giving me your time on a Saturday evening. Appreciate you all. And don't forget, if you've not entered today's giveaway, enter it, and you could win a piece of my art. Scrape your bottom all the time, Lisa, and your sides. So you're mixing it around, you know. And I think we're almost there. So it just takes a couple of minutes, you know. It's the same with any resin. You've got to mix it, stir it, keep on going until you get a nice clear consistency like that. And you can see there's some bubbles in there. Do not put it through the debubbler because you'll get a load more bubbles. And trust me, this will degas anyway. Every time I've used it, it has. Now this is a lot of resin. So I've got to keep my eye on the temperature of this, because if I don't, we will get a flash cure like last time. And if you didn't watch that, go back and watch my latest frog creation video from last Friday. And if you've never seen a flash cure, we did it live. And don't forget to wipe your stick, guys. Always wipe your stick as well as scraping your bottoms. There we go. So, stick wiped. And again, just trying to keep my area a little bit clean for you guys, because I do get moaned at when it's not clean. And I'm going to move the resin to one side for now. And then I'm going to put my coaster mould right back here, ready to go. So, now if you've watched any of my bloom videos, you will have known temperature is important. At the minute, we're on 25.5. We're okay. I would say we've got about 6 minutes before that is going to be ready to pour. So we're going to use the beautiful Kingfisher from Create and Bloom, which is one of my favourite colours for the turquoise. Now, it's up to you guys. What white do you want? Do you want another paste, or shall we try really mixing it so we have a mica for the gold, a paste for the turquoise, and an ocean white for the white? What do you think? I think that'd be interesting, because then we've got 3 different components then. If I use, I've got a bright gold from Let's Resin. Well, I'm going to use white lin, but it's whether we use a paste, whether we use the ocean white, or whether we use, I could even find a white mica if you want, I'm sure. Let me know. Ocean, okay, Lynn's saying ocean, so we're going to go with the ocean white. So I think that's going to give us a really interesting mix. So we're going to use the Let's Resin ocean white for the white. And look at this, disgusting, all over my gloves, because I'm a messy artist, guys. Sorry. I really need to clean that bottle. We're going to use the beautiful Kingfisher from Create and Bloom, which is a stunning turquoise. And then, everyone happy with this as a gold? We're going to do a mica gold from Let's Resin. Happy with that? Are we happy with those colours? I'm going to take it as a yes, the silence. And we got 34 in now. Come on, guys. Give it a share, you know. Let's see if we can get this up to 50. I'm doing this live with you guys because you asked me to. Simple as that. Okay, Beth's saying yes as well. So, the thing to remember, the more you put in, the heavier it's going to be. So whenever I use a mica in a bloom, I don't want a lot, but I do want enough to colour it. So I'm just going to give it a tap. And I think that is roughly 1 mica scoop worth. That's all I need. That's that gold. There we go, beautiful. Okay, and that's all the mica I'm going to be using in this project. And hopefully that won't be too heavy, because the more you add, the heavier it gets, the more likely it is you're going to get that dreaded B word, which if you're new to resin, is blobs. And trust me, you can get blobs. Look, that's what I mean by blobs. Blob, 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 blob. Who remembers blobby, blobby, blobby? We could start that on the channel. But that's what I mean by blobs. You've seen a heavy one. Okay, Mr. Blobby. Struck. But if you get the balance right, you don't get blobs. Just saying. So it's about getting the right balance. So that's the mica. I'm very good at blobs. I'm getting better with them for some reason recently. But before we go any further, I'm just going to check that temperature again, because as I say, it's a lot of resin and it's heating up quite quickly. We're already at 28 degrees, guys. Woo! Now with this Kingfisher, wait till you see this. Wowzers. Now that is what you call a beautiful turquoise, and it's from Lou over at Create and Bloom. Sometimes they're nice, Petra, you're right, but only if you want them, I think. And whenever I do blooms, I don't really want them. Stunning this. This is that Kingfisher from Lou over at Create and Bloom. One of my favourite colours. I'm so glad I got the large pot. And again, I'm scraping most of this off, look. Whatever's left on that stick, Look, all of it's gone except for what is left on this little stick. That is it. Let's get in there, and that will be more than enough for our turquoise. Again, don't forget Kingfisher, stunning. And then we're going to use just the Ocean White from Let's Resin. And all I'm going to do with this is 1.5 to 2 drops. It's all you need. I think most people, where they go wrong is they add too much of this. So we're going to go 1.5. And I think that'll be enough there. Can you see? So they're now all ready and just waiting for that resin to get to temperature. And that's another place where I've seen people go wrong. They just pour straight away, and guess what? It sinks. So again, just going to wipe it off my gloves because I want this to look relatively clean for you guys. We know you prefer clean to dirty. So here we go. Clean gloves again. Now I am going to get another wipe ready for when we are ready to go with this. Just there. And who's excited? See what this turns out like. I know I am. And I've never used this dragon one before, so that's going to be interesting. I'm just checking the temp. 29.2, we're almost there. I'm just going to give it a quick torch to get rid of the surface bubbles. So I would say within 2 minutes, we're going to be ready to go. And I'm excited to see if this works with you guys or not. Because as I say, I've had mixed results recently. I've had some really good successes and I've had some that haven't quite worked. So we will see. And this is one that I would say didn't quite work. Again, I was trying a different pattern in there. And for me, it just didn't quite work. It was a little bit too heavy. And I went a bit heavy on all 3 colours, to be honest. So it's a shame because I did use the Dirty Stop Out glitter from Create & Bloom as well on the back, which when you see it through the resin, looked absolutely stunning, and I helped name that, which was I was really happy about. But yeah, this is a little bit too blobby for me, so not happy with that one. What are you guys going on about in chat? What am I missing? Well, it's a 2.5 hour curing resin, so we can stay on this for 2.5 hours if you want, McFufu, and we'll see. What do you think? Don't know. Right, okay. Now, whilst that's still heating up, I am going to start mixing these colours because I don't want to risk a flash cure. So I'm going to fill these up pretty much to the top because I'm going to want colours for the bloom, but also for this dragon that we're doing. And these are roughly 2 ounces each, these espresso cups that I use. So we're just going to mix these up. Like so, and that's about half of that resin, guys. So the rest will have really cooled down now, hopefully, because I've done that. So we're going to mix up the turquoise first, which is that Kingfisher. And as you saw, it was just, I scraped off every little bit off the stick, but there's still enough pigment there to give me a beautiful, rich, opaque turquoise. Look at that. Wowzers, that is beautiful. You can't get better turquoise than that. I'm sorry, but you can't. So if you haven't checked her out, go over to Create & Bloom Crafts. It is a little bit cloudy, Lula. Yeah, we've had rain today as well. Not brilliant, but it is what it is. There we go. Beautiful. So that is that turquoise. And that stick can be moved to the side. And then I'm just going to pour that in one of these cups. Ready to go. In it goes. And then the cup can go upside down in my giant drip mold that I've created. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to demold this. Do you want a sneak peek? Look at this. Now that's what you call a big drip mold. It'd be amazing if I can get to demold it. I'm a bit concerned whether or not it will demold, but we'll find out. So that is the turquoise. Next, I'm going to do the white. Where's my cocktail stick when I need it? Here we go. So this is going to be the white, which is just those few drops of ocean white, which is all on the bottom. And it's mixing through at its own pace. Say white like Tim. White. Here we go. And this is going about the right colour, I think. Might be a little bit wishy-washy, so I might add a tiny bit more. He probably sings it and goes, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. But there we go. He's a better singer than I am, guys, so check him out. Bass resonator. If it's raining where you are, it's probably because I've just sang. So, here's that white. Nicely mixed. I can still just about see through the stick. I'm happy with that as a colour. So that can go in the second bag. Beautiful. And then the last colour is going to be this gold. Here we go. And this is just that gold mica powder from Let's Resin. And hopefully this is a bright yellow gold, because that's what I want with this. We are making a bloom, Wendy. Nice to have you with us. And we're also doing a dragon head at the same time, because we didn't just want a bloom. We wanted a bloom and a dragon head. So this is what we're making. You guys picked the colours, so we're going turquoise, which I'm using a pigment paste from Create and Bloom. We're going gold with this mica from Let's Resin. And we're using the white, which is the ocean white from Let's Resin. And hopefully we'll get 3 different effects of petals as well. Here we go. So this is that beautiful gold. Might have gone a little bit light on that, but we'll see. We will see. So there's that gold going in here. In fact, can I be a bit creative and add 1 drop of alcohol ink, black alcohol ink to that gold? I want to see what it will do. What do you guys think? Just 1 drop of black to the gold. My mind's going a little bit crazy and I want to experiment. You're saying no, Lula. Louise is saying yes. Resin's at 33.5. I need a decision. We've got a Shaw coming in from Beth. We've got Ling saying go for it. I'm going for it. Sorry, Lula. It's my art. You're right, but it's your guys' creations as well. And it's a bloom drop, guys. It's not proper alcohol ink. It's a bloom drop from Lou. 1 drop. That is it. I don't want more, but I think it might give us an interesting look. I could be wrong. Mixing it around. Oh, hello. Hello, beautiful gold and black mixed together. How are you? And again, this is just, if you follow the channel, you'll see I'm a little bit crazy. But I think that will just give us a different texture of petal. And I quite like that. Again, just experiment. I'm always experimenting with new products, and these bloom drops are something I've just started experimenting with. There we go. That's given it a completely different shade, and I like that. So that is going to go in there as well now. And that will be our 3rd colour. Simple as that. Right, now that resin's heating up and we're at 34, 35. So I want to get it poured straight away. In it goes into the coaster mould first. And I want it about 3/4 of the way full for this. And then the rest of it, I'm going to start to just pour a little bit into this dragon. Not too much. And then a touch more in there. And then I'm saving the rest. Hopefully it won't flash cure now because there's less in there. So there we go. So that is the bloom. Well, the coaster mould pretty much there. Again, wiping my stick as I go. And then we should be about ready to go. What colours should we do first? I'm thinking gold or turquoise first and then the white at the end. What do you think? I need an answer quick because the resin is curing. I will squish it. You're right. Squish that. Give it a good squish, squish, squish. Whoa. And you're right, there was a few bubbles in there. There we go. He's had a good squish, squish for now. Gold first, we're saying. Let's go gold, turquoise, then white then. Happy with that as a selection? Let's do this. Whew. And don't forget, we put a drop of the black alcohol ink in with that gold as well. So it's going to be interesting. So, things we do on a live. Right, come on out. Thank you. And let's all just pray to the resin gods that this works and turns out. Because it might not. I've had failures as well as successes. Here we go, beautiful. Look at that. I love that as a colour. So, here we go. I'm just going to try and get... I've slightly overfilled this actually. Woo. All right, we're going to go for it. And if you can see that air bubble, I'm going to try and get about halfway down on that. Fingers crossed, everybody, because I'm feeling a little bit shaky today as well. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the neatest of petals in, but let's go for this. Here we go. That's coming out beautifully. And I think these are going to be quite faint, these gold mica ones. Here we go. Are we ready? Straight into that centre. In we go. So the first colour is this beautiful gold mica powder with one drip of that beautiful Create and Bloom charcoal bloom drops. And I'm hoping that that will just give it an extra richness. All the way to the edge. Happy with that. So that's the first one. Just going to put it back in there for now. We're going to come back to that for the dragon in a minute. Next one's turquoise. It's already starting to bloom. That is a good sign. So this is that beautiful turquoise. I can't see what you're saying in chat. Hopefully it's nice. So this is the turquoise. Again, just chopping the end off, and that's coming out lovely. So again, starting in the centre, let's just go. And trying to get it in between where that gold already is. And this is a little bit heavier than what that mica is, because it's a pigment based. But I think we'll still be okay here. You don't want to do it from any kind of height, because that will just encourage it to sink, which is not what we're after. There we go. So that's that beautiful turquoise. And then lastly, let's go in with the white. And I think we'll get a really interesting effect here, hopefully. So this is the white as well. So far so good, I think. There we go, and that's coming out lovely as well. And again, I'm just going to start in the centre and go around. And whether this works or not, none of us are going to know until tomorrow. Well, in fact, later on tonight, actually. Because I've used the fast cure, which means in 2.5 hours, this will be cured enough to demold. And last layer, there we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get those petals drawn in first. So I need a little silicone tool, and I think I'm just going to use the standard petals that I always do. Straight into the middle. Beautiful. And I can't see chat if you're chatting away right now. But again, you just want to tickle that surface really. Don't go too deep with this when you do it. And I always go from opposite ends. I find you get the best effect. Right, I will ask now, swirl or no swirl? Who wants a swirl? Anybody? Anybody still in chat, or am I on my own? It may just be me. Swirl. Okay. I'm going to do a small swirl then. Like this. There we go. I don't want it too big. Shall we pull the petals out or leave them as they are? What do you think? Or do half and half? Let me know. Petals pulled out, left as they are, or half and half? Out all from Lynn. Out. Hi Amanda. Leave them from Nerd. Sorry, Lula. Pull out. Oh dear. Okay. Pull out half and half. I think leave them, half and half, leave them. I want to leave them. Sorry guys. I want to leave them. I think these are going to be beautiful as they are, so I'm going to leave them. Petra's saying leave them as well. Sorry. Right, but we still got this dragon. Let's not forget. Before this resin really does cure. So I'm just going to pour some in this dragon. No particular order, in different layers. Bit of white. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We don't want that in the dragon. A bit of white now. And then a bit of turquoise. And we're going to see what we get in this dragon. Hopefully it's going to be pretty. Just with this layered effect in this dragon mould that I've never used before. Great way to use up some spare resin though. Back in with that gold mixture with the Create and Bloom drops. And I'm just layering it, you know. And we're going to demold this and see what it looks like as well. And I think the dragon's going to come out stunning actually. I am going to have to give it a squishy in a minute. Because at the minute, there's going to be air bubbles in there. And I don't want any air bubbles in the mould. And again, hopefully this is just going to mix around that resin as well and those colours. Almost giving it a gentle massage. What do you think? Nice little massage with my hands, that little dragon. I think we've got enough for one more layer. Bit of the gold. Bit of the turquoise. I've still got loads of clear left, guys, as well, so I'm going to have to think what I'm going to do with that in a second. And I think I know. And a bit more white. Right, I've not got much white left, so the rest of the white, I'm going to pour in with the rest of this clear, what's left. Because I want to use these colours as well. And not waste any of this resin that I poured. But I think I over poured because I don't think this dragon takes half as much resin as I thought it would. Right, a tiny bit of gold again. Oh, and then the rest can go in with the clear. And then a tiny bit of the turquoise. And always watch your bloom when you're doing this, but it's blooming lovely. Hopefully I've not gone too heavy this time. Right, I want to fill this up now with the turquoise. And we're going to see what this dragon looks like at the same time as this bloom, hopefully. Perfect. And now the rest of this turquoise can go in with this clear that I've got left. And this is just something fun. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But I just want to use all of this resin that I've got. Now I'm going to go hunt some different molds that I've got. So all I'm going to do with this, look, bit of clear left over and those colours. Swish it round a bit. That'll do. Making sure I'm going all the way through it. So it's just mixing around in that resin. And now I'm going to go see if I can find myself a couple of molds to fill. And I've got some into resin ones at the side. They will work beautifully. Have I got enough room on my workspace? That is the question. I'm certainly not got enough room to do my next piece of art later. I think those 3 will be enough. Or should I do a starfish? Actually, I really like this starfish mold. I'm going to do a starfish first. So I hope you can see that starfish. Beautiful, that is. Happy with that. I've still got some left, so that's good. Let's do a turtle as well, because these always come out cool. You can put any spare resin in these and they come out amazing. Jellyfish. And have I got enough for the seahorse? We'll find out. Maybe. We might just have enough to fill these. Perfect. It's as if I knew I could fill these extra 4 molds with the resin that I'd done. And that's obviously just those 4 colours intermixed with the clear. So let me know what you think, guys. Let me know if you think that this is going to work or if I'm going to get a blobby mess. What do you think? Hi, Patty. Nice to have you with us as well. And don't forget, since we're doing blooms right now, there's that collab between the 2 Petras, Patty and Petra, and myself, which is going live on the 27th. I'll be honest with you, I'm not happy with my blooms yet, so I'm going to do another one. Because I think they're going to outdo me at the minute. I've done some blooms, but I don't think they're quite right. But all you need to do with that is either email me, create some blooms using 4 different colours. So I think it was white, red, blue and green for that challenge. So do a bloom in a coaster and send either me your video or either of the Petras. Just going to quickly torch it as well, so there's no surface bubbles anywhere. And in 2.5 hours, guys, the magic of using a fast cure resin is these are going to be done and ready, which is really exciting. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my area as I'm chatting to you. And I'm going to turn around now. And do you guys want to see me on chat or not? Go on, then I'll see if I can move my tripod and get on chat at the same time. Hang on. So we're going to leave these here to cure. It's looking like it's working though. Hopefully. That looks beautiful. So does that dragon. So do these spare ones. So we're going to see what happens. Right. You going to move around. And hopefully, oh, it's got to be, hang on, I just need to adjust my tripod. And hopefully this will still work. And you get to see my filming area at the same time, guys. But yeah. So we're going to find out if these blooms work as well in a sec. I think that's working. Are we still there? Yeah, it's still live. Good. Just angle it a bit so you get to see me hopefully in a second. And we'll have a little bit of extra light on me rather than on the resin project. Woo, here we go. Let's move this light. Things I do for you guys, you know? There we go. And I'm slightly on the button there, but hopefully you can see that. Right. How are we all doing? I'm back. Oh, that was a fun project. How many? Oh God, we got 40 in as well. Thank you guys. Right. Well, I can't do what I normally do with StreamYard and pop the comments on chat on this, guys, because I did it straight from YouTube. But yeah, it's amazing that we had so many in. Yes, I did. Yeah, that was amazing. Are we still here? Yeah. I'm guessing you mean the charcuterie board, which is that one, I think. But yeah, that's one of my favourite pieces. And it was just with some cheap lumber and some beautiful waves on the front, you know. Absolutely love that piece. It's one of my favourites. Here we go. And that is staying on my mantelpiece forever. Wow. But I tell you what, it's strange because I can see a slight delay on this. Yeah, it's been raining here as well. It's not been great. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate that. I suck at waves most of the time, to be honest, but on that one it worked. But I recently did a beach scene as well, which turned out beautiful as well. And I think I've just had my, is it UV glow-in-the-dark jellyfish go live as well at 8 o'clock, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, thank you all for being here on the chat. Now, obviously I can't demold these for about another hour. So I suppose the only question is, at this point, do you want me to put a back on them or not? Let me know. Should we put a back on these blooms or not? Or this bloom? Or should we just leave it au natural and see what it looks like? You'll wait. What? You want me to stay on this live for 2.5 hours? I don't know about that. Louise is saying back it with glitter. We can do that. I have got a turquoise glitter. Wendy's saying no back. Petra's saying no back. No from Nisi. No from McFufu. Natural from Angelina. Back them from Stormy. What do we do? Back them from Diane. You won't wait anymore because I'll pour it on in between and then it'll probably cure in the same time. No back, no back, no back, no back. Okay, no back, no back. So these should be ready in about another hour and a half because it is a fast cure resin. So we've got a choice here. Do I come back on a live for the demold? Or do I do a short and post it out? It's up to you. Are you guys still going to be awake in an hour and a half? Okay, we're saying live. Come back live, okay, from Petra. Yes, another live from Stormy. Hang it on the wall. Come back live. Turquoise glitter back live. But no, we're not going to back it. I think the majority vote was not to back this. So we're not going to back them. We're going to leave them as they are. Oh, it's only 3:14 there, Lynn. Wow, that is early. It's 8:15 here in the UK in the evening. I still need to eat something as well today, so I need to get something to eat in between. So if you guys want, I'll come back and do another live, and we'll do a live demold of these in about an hour and a half, which I make it to be 9:45 UK time. Enjoy the football, Petty. Okay, we'll do that then. So I'm going to close this one down. Thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate you all. And we'll come back in an hour and a half. Hopefully these will be cured enough to demold then. And we'll do that live. But yeah, thanks a lot for being here. And I'm going to close this one down now. And we'll see you in about an hour and 45 minutes. And hopefully we can demold. I'll see you all soon.